Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the football team and the Lions coming up next.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Washington football team and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. Meanwhile, for visiting Washington, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
One of 2 spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Now Hardy on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4 quarterback.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
Brady now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Brady's throw there complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing now is Brady. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. From the gun, it's Brady. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. Again, they'll throw with Brady. That's caught left side, Arcega right side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Brady going to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Davante Adams there to make the grab. And the Lions are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 9-play drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, here's Hall. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And if he and his guys want to spring the upset here in the second round and move on, they've got to focus on the good that they did in the wild card victory. At the top of that list, protecting the football. Got a little careless last week. A few got away from him. Might not be so fortunate this time around. And if that's the case, they'll end up going home.
And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Oh, what a move.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. This one complete to Gresham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And Lance going to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd and 12, Lance. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So the completion results there at 9 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now Hardy on the return. And able to get this out to the 25.
Let's go, let's go.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look close.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He hits Adams, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Brady. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Brady now on 1st down. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Lance, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Lance again here on 2nd and 10. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then coiled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Lance now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's a second down. Again, it's Lance. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And now here's a carry heading left. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And in this first quarter play, this will remain a tie ball game. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
On play action, it's Brady. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Chase Young. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. As they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air. Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And here we go on the next drive for Washington.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Play action. Now it's Lance. And that is incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. On 1st down, Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Brady. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jamin Davis leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker, because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
Well, that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Bass is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure this team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. On 2nd and 7, Lance. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Lions have recovered. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of the quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates.
A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Here's Brady to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Washington on third down.
They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Washington. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now a hit and a loose football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Lance looking to throw it.
His throw incomplete.
Washington on third down.
Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And Lutz's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Shotgun now for Brady. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. From the gun, it's Brady. And he rifles one incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Brady. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Brady to throw again. This is caught inside the 15. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady.
He'll get this off to Swift.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Brady. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Bass is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up. A final shot before half for Lance. And he finds McLaurin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our... And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Let's go, boys. Let's go. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the 3rd quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half of their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Now Brady. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Devontae Adams. His 2nd touchdown tonight. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
On the return, here's Hall. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
To throw, it's Lance.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lance.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Lance looks to throw again.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Washington. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. And it's safe to say he has been getting his money's worth in this one.
I would agree with that totally. Being able to go back and launch it and air it out. And let's face it, it's not just him stepping back and flinging it, though. You've got to have someone who can go get it. And that's important for any offense. Someone who can stretch the field, or as they like to say, take the top off of a zone defense, open things up, because then you can come back and throw underneath and gain some pretty good chunks of yardage as well.
He's ripped the top off of whatever defense they've been playing.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Brady now on first down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Brady over the middle, complete. It's Adams.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Hockenson here.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Brady.
Slant to Adams. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line.
Brady now on first down.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple. Again, it's Brady. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Swift. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Brady now to throw. Touchdown! The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Lions continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, here's Hall. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now Lance slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well, no one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for Detroit. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down. Here's Brady. The left side throw complete to Adams. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Brady going to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Well, first and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
To try again after the sack. Brady, right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Throwing is Brady on third down. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. The kick by Bass is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Here's Lance to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Lance now on first down.
He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
From midfield, here's Lance.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Lance now to throw. He'll get this out wide to Gaskin.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Akeem Hicks gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Second down and goal. Lance. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a lion that's shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And he's going to go down again. Akeem Hicks, his second sack of the night.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
And they'll go for it. Lance. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Lions will take over. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
The Lions on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
2nd and 12. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Brady. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, here's Hall. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance slings this deep from McLaurin.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Throwing his Lance on third down. He's going to take another shot here. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Lance looks to throw again. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. He wants it all for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this fourth quarter. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Second down at 4. Once again, it's Swift. And he's got this down to the 35.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run on first down. Swift. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. On second down now, Swift. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, Swift. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go. The Lions stay alive as we say thanks for watching and so long.